Everyone, I'm Chef Sumit Samadar. We have been continuing our practical in gravy classes. In the previous class, I have shown you how to prepare onion tomato masala gravy, which is one of the basic gravies which is prepared in Indian hotels when we are preparing different kinds of curries. So in today's class, we are going to learn how to prepare another gravy which is also very popular. We are going to learn how to prepare a korma gravy or a basic white gravy. Okay, so out of that you can prepare different kinds of dishes, and I will prepare one dish out of it which is going to be paneer korma. So let's go to the kitchen and start identifying with the ingredients, and we will then start cooking our white gravy or the basic korma gravy. So we are in the kitchen. I'll identify you with the ingredients. The whole spices we have taken the basic garam masala, which is cinnamon, cardamom, cloves and bay leaf. To give it a spice, we are not going to use anything which is going to change the color of the gravy from white to any other color. So to give the spice, we are not using red chili powder, but we are using green chili. I will suggest always use a slitted one so that you can remove at the time of service. And we are using 1/4 of teaspoon of coriander powder and 1/4 teaspoon of cumin powder. And I'm going to taken paneer, which is 200 grams of paneer, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. I have taken 150 grams of 150 ml of yogurt which has been beaten, needs to be beaten, and we have taken 50 ml of cream, and I have taken approximately 110 grams of cashew nut and charmagas paste. With that, a knob of butter, and I am going to use 1 tablespoon of oil. And with that, we are going to make a boiled onion paste. In the theory classes, I have told you what are the paste which are being used. So I have taken onion over here, which has been roughly cut, and over here, as you see that I have already started to boil the water. So simply what we are going to do is we are going to plunge this onions into this water. And let it cook for at least 5 minutes covered. After that, we are going to make the paste, and we are going to follow with the rest of the recipes. So as you can see that our onions has been boiled, and it has become translucent in color, and it has started to release the petals. So what we are going to do is we are going to switch off the flame and transfer it over here in the pan, and then we are going to make a boiled onion paste. Now this is very hot. Now if you put this one directly into a food processor, there are chances that it may splatter out to you. But what we will do to cool it down faster and so that it doesn't splatter out, we are going to take the jar, so we will half fill this one with the onion, and then we are going to take our beaten curd, because the curd is cold, so the whole mixture is going to become cold and it won't splatter out. So we are going to add our curd or yogurt. Please make sure when you are making this should not be a sour curd, जिसको हम खट्टा बोलते हैं, not like that. It should be basically a typical sweet curd. So now you take this, and we are going to make the boiled onion paste. So our boiled onion paste is ready. I have added half of the yogurt into it so that it cools down and it blends nicely. At the same time, we are going to return back to our karai and start cooking our white gravy. So our karai is hot, and I am not going to add the butter. And so that the butter doesn't burn, I'm going to add small amount of refined oil into this. And goes our whole garam masala. now when it has started to give the flavor, which is going to take 30 seconds, depends on how much you are preparing. For me, what I am preparing is going to take 30 seconds, which is gone already. I'm getting the aroma of the butter and the whole spices together. Now this is the time when you add the boiled onion paste into this. Now basically, as the boiled onion paste, it is already, onion is being cooked. Only thing is that it has to be get mixed nicely with different other spices, but you have to make sure that the flame is really low and in simmering temperature. So we are going to mix this one, and along with this I am going to add the slated green chilies and the powder spices, which is the coriander powder and cumin powder. We'll give it a nice mix, and a low flame. We are going to keep it covered and cook it at least for 5 to 6 minutes till the time most of the moisture which is present in the onion, boiled onion paste dries off. So I'm going to keep it covered and let it cook for another 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, now when you can see that the moisture which was present, or the water which was present in the boiled onion paste has almost dried up, we are going to add our boiled ginger garlic paste. I'm going to mix it nicely. And along with that, I am going to add the cashew nut paste also. So usually, authentically, when you are making a shahi gravy in the traditional recipes, there is almond and cashew nut which is being used. Later in hotels or when you are preparing in larger amount of it, to cut down the food cost, we add charmagas, so that it reduces the food cost of it. So I have added the white paste. I'm going to mix it up nicely and allow the whole mixture to cook in a low flame again for another 5 minutes. I have not added salt as of now. I'm going to add the seasoning later. So now that you have seen that it has all the moistures have mostly dried up and it has started to leave the edge of the pan. So now what we are going to do, in a simmering temperature, we are going to add the yogurt. After you have added the yogurt, the whole gravy only itself is cooked in a very low temperature, but special care has to be taken when you have added the yogurt or the curd into this. Otherwise, it's going to get curdled. And then when you have added this, to give it a nice mix, so that it mixes up and emulsifies with the rest of the ingredients, so that it doesn't curdle and make small specules, which is not desirable. So at this stage you continuously need to stir it. And this is the stage when I am going to season my gravy. With salt. You can definitely add white pepper into this also if you wish to. next thing is, if you are giving vegetables, you need to blanch and boil the vegetables, and you can add at this stage. I am going to make paneer korma. So I have taken paneer 200 grams, which I have slightly sauteed in a pan to give a nice color, and I am going to add the paneer cubes in the karai. Mix it up nicely with the gravy, and I'm going to add half a cup of water. Cover it and again further cook it for another 5 minutes till it comes into a nice creamy consistency, and then we will finish it up. So as you can see that our white gravy, the korma gravy, is ready and it has become nice and creamy. So to finish it off, we are going to add the cream and give it a nice mix. And it's one more boil and it's ready to serve, and I will come along with the presentation. So in today's class we have learned how to prepare a shahi gravy or the basic Indian white gravy, and out of that we have prepared a paneer shahi korma. So I have explained the recipe, and if in the video, in the whole process, I have told all of you the weightage or the grammage or the intricacies of making the Indian gravies. So we have completed learning 2 gravies, and in the next class I will come up with another one more basic Indian gravy which is required for mastering the different curries which are based in India. So till the next time I come up with another recipe in the next class. Thank you. This is Chef Sumit Samadar.